Imagine waking up and finding yourself not in your bed. You're in a morgue, freezing cold, and the smell of disinfectant is choking you. Lucas opened his eyes suddenly, complete darkness around him, and his body was frozen from the cold. He reached into his pocket in panic, found his old lighter, one click, and the flame lit up the room, and the shock froze him in place. Lucas was standing inside a morgue, and right next to him, a body covered in a white shroud, with heavy medical tape on its stomach and scalpels gleaming beside it. Suddenly, he heard the sound of chains rattling outside the locked iron door, and heavy footsteps getting closer. A guy outside said in a low voice, "The customer paid $1 million for the organs tonight. Open the door and get it done before the anesthesia wears off and he wakes up." Lucas stopped breathing, and his lighter went out. The door started to open, so he threw himself onto the other bed, pulled the shroud over himself, and held his breath. Two guys with hard faces walked in, carrying a cooler bag. They got close to the bed, and the second they bent down to lift him, Lucas opened his eyes and, with all his strength, punched the first guy in the face and shoved the metal instrument table into the second guy's face. Lucas jumped up and ran down the hallway, only to find an electronic gate at the end, locked, with the dealers running after him with knives. He spotted a fire extinguisher box, smashed the glass, grabbed the extinguisher, and sprayed it in their faces. The smoke blinded them, and, with all his force, he threw the extinguisher at the gate's control panel. It short-circuited, and the gate flew open. He threw himself onto the main street, among the lights and people, looked back at the abandoned hospital while catching his breath, knowing he'd escaped death by a miracle. If you liked Lucas's terrifying story, don't forget to follow and like, so you get the next part of our stories.